So in this video, I am going to show you tools that will help you lead the relationship you have with your collaborators confidently, so that as a CEO, you can actually direct the activities and actions in your business. Now, once you do this, you're also going to be able to understand where your time and energy and money is most needed. So these tools will help you steward everything in your business. The tools you're going to see, I have put together based on my own knowledge from working alongside executives who have really mentored me on the job for many years. And I found that since 2014, when I've worked with clients, small business executives especially, knowledge that seemed to be available to people in high places for a lot of money wasn't really accessible to the public. I know that this information is very valuable, and I'm so excited to see what you learn from it too. I look forward to your reaction and to hearing what you learned, so please feel free to comment, and I would love to respond. So without further ado, enjoy the video, and I look forward to hearing from you.
Before we get into tools, let's talk about our metrics for success. What are yours? I'm about to tell you mine in a second, at least what I thought they were. If you're anything like me, I used to think success was the number of followers I had, how many people I had in my funnel, how much money I made each month, and I even bought a car that I could not afford because I wanted to embody the idea of success. Well, I ended up actually returning the car and starting over from scratch, living off grid. And I gotta tell you, after really working on my business, I've learned that everything I was chasing and what I thought was success was just a vanity metric. What are vanity metrics? According to Tableau.com, they are metrics that make you look good to others, but don't actually help you understand your own performance in a way that informs future strategies. In a nutshell, all the metrics that we've been conditioned to pay attention to from social media platforms are actually just building the image of success, but aren't actually building our business. What I'm about to tell you next is very important, but unfortunately, it's also one of the most overlooked facts in business. But it is a fact that is leveraged by corporations, and it's the only way to ensure long-term impact. So if you are wanting to sell an image, this video is not for you. But if you are here to make long-term impact through a B corporation or a nonprofit or just a small business, here's the metric that you will need to be successful. The metric for your success is the quality of the framework you build at the beginning of business, which will determine your ability to manage everything you receive in business, including relationships, technology, and money. And here's why. So let's approach leading your small business or nonprofit the same way you would approach driving someone to a destination that you know exists, but cannot be found on a GPS system. This actually happened to me personally when to get to a property that we don't yet have a road to, we have to go to a certain location on the GPS, and the coordinate points that show on the GPS system for the property is way off the road. So we actually have to hike in. We don't have direct access from the road, so we have to pave a road. But we just take a 40-minute hike in this valley right here where my finger is. So on the side of these hills and those caves up there. And yeah, I'm 40 minutes back there. So imagine if I invited someone who has never been to the property with me. And when we park the car at that road, where I know we have to hike in, instead of me leading the way, I look at the person I invited who's never been to the property before, and I say, okay, can you show me how to get there? As crazy as it sounds to ask someone else to lead me to where only I know I am going, that's what we're doing every time we hire a coach, a mentor, a consultant, or even a teammate before having a framework. If we allow someone else to lead us to the destination that we chose, we're making ourselves vulnerable to squandering precious time, energy, and money. We might even continue trying things and hiring different people and actually never get to the destination because we're still trying to find the best way to get there. And then, of course, we're also at risk of being taken advantage of by people who we think know better than us. But that's where framework comes in to help. Now it's time to look at lifetime leadership tools that you can use to build the framework for your business so that all of your future collaborations can exist on your terms. If you're ready to learn, let's go. The Legacy Brand Map is a brand reference guide with 5 key insights that you'll create to humanize the brand so it can become a resource that directs yourself, teammates, and collaborators on your behalf. Humanizing your brand means deeper engagement from teammates, a stronger brand culture, and a very clear separate business identity. So you can finally be relieved of the pressures that come with selling an image and focus on what really matters: long-term impact. Have you ever known someone who has expected you to feel and think the same way as they do about the mission and the purpose? But there was never any guidelines in place to actually assist in this. And so you're left feeling disoriented and unsupported. If you don't want collaborators or teammates to feel that way, then the executive vision will help. The executive vision is a business plan giving teammates, collaborators, and yourself an easy-to-digest breakdown of 8 CEO directives, starting from the vision's conception all the way up to the business exit plan.
When you get your vision down on paper, it's not just going to be for you, it's also going to be for anyone who collaborates with you in the future. And this is especially important to know for investors and people you may want to receive grants from. It gives you a lot more power when you enter relationships for people you're going to collaborate with. So for example, if you're working with a coach or a mentor, or when you get new teammates, when you have this on paper, you're able to show people, look, this is what we're doing. A great guide to steer the vision. And literally, you can use this executive vision as a reference point. I've been using mine for the past 10 years. And because, like the Legacy Brand Map, the executive vision is a living document, you're always going to be adding to it. You're always going to be taking notes from it, and it becomes a real companion. It becomes like a business coach, so that if you're not sure of who to hire or when to hire or what to hire, you refer to the plan, because it's in relation to the long-term picture, not just what's in front of you at this moment. And so that means if an opportunity doesn't align with the long-term objectives, you decline it. And this also protects your investment so that you're not investing in places that aren't compatible with the long-term vision. And that's just like a marriage, right? When we get married, we have to make sure we see the same things in the future, right? We're working towards something. It's the same with your business. So you're going to want your teammates and your collaborators and even your tools to be with you on that journey.
The Delegation Designer, aka the organizational chart, helps you visualize how much you're doing alone and will design your future teams and tools around your preferences and needs. And if you have trouble understanding workflows in your business, the Delegation Designer can help with that too, because it will teach you how to think about roles as an ecosystem so you can see the work that becomes before and after the teams and tools. When you do the work in your Delegation Designer, you can finally stop waiting for help and be prepared to support your team and tools as much as they're going to support you. That way, when the time comes to integrate them, you'll be confident in your leadership skills and your choices of who you hired and what tools you're using. And most of all, you'll be assured in the work that's being done because you will have become a stronger executive leader. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for learning with me. Since you've made it all the way through, I'd like to invite you to an opportunity to collaborate with me. So if you'd like to collaborate with me, I created a virtual experience called the Intentional Executive, and we can create these tools together, or you can even do it on your own. Click the link below this video to learn more, and I hope to talk to you soon.